Hey everybody, basically I was remarking to myself while playing Sun today for the first time that, I never do any videos of, MMO games, and there's good reason for that, but a lot of people don't know that for me, and, people always ask me, what MMOs do you play, this kind of thing. Basically, I don't play many, and there's good reason for that again, and, I'm going to go over that in my this video, so stay with me if you're interested as to why I don't do these, and if not, then well, no big deal. Now, first and foremost is the monthly fee issue. There's no way in hell I can afford to pay 15 bucks a month for a game, so I'm usually stuck playing the free-to-play versions or trials of stuff, and that's one thing I really like about something like Guild Wars. You buy the game and you don't have a monthly fee. It's included in the expansion packs and stuff. That's how they supported the game, and that kind of thing. But the monthly fee issue just really gets me. I worked it out, a while back, and basically, if you were to pay 15 bucks a month, the monthly fee thing, it's $120 a year. So basically, you're paying $120 per year that you're playing a game. In addition to your internet costs, and in addition to everything else that you do. So MMOs are just ridiculously expensive games to play, and I just don't like that. But of course, if monthly fees were the only thing keeping me from playing an MMO, then I'd be playing lots of free-to-play MMOs. Back in the day, I started playing RuneScape, and that was before they had all the updates and everything. It was still fairly new. Several of my friends played it, so I just started playing it, and when we were playing it together, I liked it, but that was the problem. We had to be playing it together. If we weren't playing it together, then it kind of fell apart on me, and that's the problem with an MMO in general, that you can't play it by yourself. You have to be playing with your friends, or you have to make new friends in the game, and that's really hard to do in a lot of MMOs. If you're playing something like EverQuest or World of Warcraft, it's fairly easy because those have pretty dedicated communities and everything. I mean, there's even been marriages that have come out of EverQuest, so that just tells you stuff right there. But anyway, basically, the social climate in MMO is just strained. It's almost entirely centered around party-based grinding, or party-based questing, or guilds, and that's really it. There's no like real social aspect. I mean, when I played Jedi Academy online, when I would go into a clan server, for instance, they would just be they would, in addition to playing the game and fighting each other with the lightsabers and everything, they would be just talking in general, about anything, movies, what was going on in their lives, anything. They were friends, and I have friends from that to this day, and that was really one of the first games I played online, for any length of time anyway, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just the social climate in MMO is there's like almost none, and that just gets on my nerves. So anyway, the main thing that keeps me away from an MMO is it's one of two aspects of the game, and the first is the game mechanics themselves. Most MMOs center entirely around player versus players, and there's nothing wrong with that unless you're playing like me and trying to play your own way. And a player versus player based game is going to have just extremely competitive people for no reason at all, and they'll be building their ridiculously strong characters that can whack you in one hit and your entire body vaporizes, and it's just like, why? And then but the main problem with it is that to level up so much you have to grind. Now, a lot of people don't know what grinding really is, and it's tied to a lot of things, really. The first and foremost, most obvious one, is that you just go into the monster-infested area, slaughter as many as you can, bring back as much items, as many items as you can, and then sell those all to get, better gear. Just go back to kill more stuff. That's the main, form of grinding. And it's just really irritating because, that takes forever in most games. Then there's the, quest grinding. Now, I say quest grinding, and, a lot of RPGs have these, fetch quests and stuff, but still, they implement them so much better. An MMO is just kind of like, bring me a ladder. Okay, where's the ladder? In the belly of 1,000 beasts. Oh, great. But, there's the fetch quests, there's the kill X number of monsters for really no reason at all quests. There's the extremely stupid quest of just run around and talk to people. And the question here is, why? Why would you do that? It's just boring. Why are you, they don't give you any information at all. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm going to talk to you for no reason. Okay. And that's another thing about these games. They have no storylines. They claim to, but they don't. It's just irritating to have no direction whatsoever except for, okay, these are supposed to be story quests, but they're not. That was one thing I loved about Guild Wars, which remains the only MMO I could stand. And, it's only because of the story missions. You had a story. It didn't suck. And, that was surprising. But anyway, it had this decent, sort of fleshed out world. Most MMOs don't. And it's just like, there's nothing to keep you coming back, except for, the people. And it's like, okay, that's annoying. Because that leads into my, next most hated thing about MMOs. But the main reason I hate MMOs is the fan base. They're irritating. They're like StarCraft fans and Halo fans or whatever fan you're thinking of. They're irrational. And the majority of players are not like that. It's the fanatics that just drive me insane. And there's enough fanatics in an MMO to drive you completely insane. It's like they live, breathe, eat, sleep, crap the game, especially with something like World of Warcraft. I don't know why people find that so addictive. It's an MMO. I mean, why do people like it so much? Anywho, just the fans, they drive me insane. It's just that they're just irritating. They refuse to believe any other game can be remotely good than, and it's just, they refuse to listen to you regardless. So, that's pretty much it there. The fans really keep me from coming back to it. But the gameplay is boring. The monthly fees just drive me off fairly easily. And then again, the fans just drive me insane. For a lot of games, especially MMOs. So there you have it, folks. My thoughts on MMOs in general, and why I don't review them. Why you don't really see me talking about them too much. So I get that question occasionally. Can you review insert MMO here, or what MMOs do you play or whatever? And it's like, so anyway, there you go. Anybody who asks those questions from now on will get redirected to this. So thanks for putting up with me, guys.